Hey guys, Bond here from Rebel Offroad. Here's Tom.
Hey. Hey.
That's what you got? Alright. I think this is day 347 of off-roading in Moab. No, I'm just kidding. It's day four. And we're going to do Hell's Revenge today. A whole bunch of vendors got together and we're going to head out there and have a great day. I think we're only going to head out here in about half an hour. People are airing down. But come for a little walk and we'll show you some of the rigs that we're running.
We've got 25 Jeeps here today, is roughly the number. So pretty big group, pretty excited. Let's start at the bonus side. What do you think?
Start at the bonus side.
The bonus side.
So this is our bob bed. And as you can tell, the departure angle is phenomenal. Right? However, you still have to listen to the bloke that owns the vehicle when he tells you to go a little slow when you're going down something that's a 7-foot drop off.
Go slow. Really slow. You don't want to smack the fence? Like that. That's the opposite of what you're doing.
Because when you don't, you end up crunching the fender. So Jaden's new nickname for the rest of this trip is going to be Crunchy.
Which is an Australian chocolate. You should want one of those now.
There you go.
But in all fairness, for how big of a drop off that was, how quick he went down it, that's the only damage. That's pretty impressive. It hasn't actually damaged the toolbox underneath, it is just the fender.
Yeah. So we'll trim that up and it won't be there any longer. That way he won't be able to smack it again.
I mean, technically I did it in the last video, so I mean, you can't give us too much. So.
Rigs are pretty cool. Obviously this is Juice. And it's a 2025.
Yep, 25.
And inside of this we got the, locked up because we were at dinner last night. We didn't know where we were parking. But there's a fridge inside of there on this side. It's open on the other side. It's got the toolboxes on the back. It's got the pull-out front drawer. Also locked up. So I guess we won't be able to show you that yet. So underneath it's got some big axles. It's got some Curry Dana 70s. So they're big boys. They're 74 inches wide. That's because it has to clear this tire, which is a 42-inch Maxxis Trepador. These are the non-stickies. The two-door over there, my two-door's got the stickies on it, same size tire, same axles. But man, it's nice when you have the big beef. The confidence you have when you're driving increases because you know the odds of you breaking it go way down. So what you lack for in driver skill.
Speaking
You can make up for having a heavily built rig.
Sure.
All right, let's keep wandering around. Sliders are important. Right? When you're doing the big stuff, sometimes you're going to be smacking the crap out of those sides. These are actually motor build sliders. They work like a champion. Very happy with them. Thank you, Dan.
Welding slider too.
Up front we have our DSS kit, which is a dual shock kit. That's a 2.5-inch coilover, 2.5-inch triple bypass shock. They're 12 inches long, mounted together. So these are our fenders. Absolutely love these things. Great high clearance fenders, and it's.
Tell us what happened there.
Well, what happened there? I don't know what happened there. What happened there is we had a little boo-boo. Yeah, these things happen. They are aluminum, so it was easy enough to straighten out. But yes, occasionally you have some boo-boos. That was me. Casey lights everywhere. This thing is, Casey lights is galore. It's got underneath the whole 9 yards. It's cool when you need to. You can switch on your lights. A little secret though when it comes to lights, you don't have to have them all on at the same time. Your alternator's probably not going to keep up. So you run what lights you need for what you're trying to do or where you're driving. Yeah, you don't need to be looking like something out of Star Wars coming in.
What about the rack on top?
That's our fallen halo rack. We call it a fallen halo because we shape it down, goes across the windshield, and we make them for all different lights, whether it be Baja Designs, Rigid, KC, etc. So, and if you had something special that was a weird light, we can make it to suit that as well. Come around the front. Oh, this big bad winch. This is a 14,000 pound winch. Why 14,000 pound winch? Because it's better than 12, which is better than 10, which is better than 8. Also, when you start getting into the big rigs, they do get a lot heavier. And sometimes on some of the overland trips, I've had to pull some other rigs with this bad boy, and those rigs are heavily laden with all sorts of stuff because you're traveling for a week at a time. All right, what else we got? We got my two-door over here. This is called the Unit. It's a stretched two-door. It's stretched to 114-inch wheelbase. We move the back axle back a foot, the front axle forward 6 inches. And it's running on Curry Dana 70s as well. It's got 74-inch wide axles. These are the competition stickies on here. It's got 18-inch coilovers. They stick up through the hood. They also stick into the cab on the inside. But there's a neoprene little thing up there on the inside to stop the dust from coming in. And it works like a champ. I'm very surprised at how well that thing works. It's quite the beast. It's got a 6.6 liter Chevy motor in it. It's an LX3. It sounds very rowdy when you're in it, that's for sure. I have a pedal command on this thing to make it softer so it doesn't lurch as much, and that thing works like a champ too. I'm very, very impressed with how well it's working on that. Because when you're climbing on these obstacles, sometimes you just want to ease into them. Other times you can pump it up, give it a good lurch if you needed to. This is our backpacks on the back. It's for, we don't really wheel too often with a spare tire. Having all that weight on the back would just be too much. We just leave one at the wherever we're staying or on the trailer, whatever, as a spare. So yeah, if we needed to, we would just drive off the trail on a flat tire and not worry about it too much. I would rather give up that. And we do actually always carry a sidewall repair kit, and we always carry a plug kit as well. So we're pretty set, but if worst came to worst, we just drive off, or I'd steal one off my lawn.
Take one off, Juice.
She's quite a beast. This has got 3.0 coilovers, Kings. It's got 2.5 hydraulic bump stops on it. It's got an anti-rock on here, and we actually reversed the position of the anti-rock, so it actually goes in front of the axle. We did that for a few different reasons. It gives great stability, but also there's not a lot of space in the back of this thing. Actually, as the fuel tank has been moved from underneath the vehicle to inside. It's very well sealed, and there's no fumes running through the car ever, so it's pretty cool. Must have for wheeling. Half doors. Yeah, it just makes life so much easier. You can lean out, you can see, you can rest your arm, etc. Both of my rigs are running KMC wheels on. I'm very happy with them. Bead locks, of course. And right now, although this tire doesn't look like it's aired down much, that's probably at 10 pounds. But it really needs to go a little bit lower. At least for me, I like to around 6 or 7 pounds on those tires, and it works great. We are about to have a driver's meeting, so follow along for the day.
Sick. That's cool. That is really cool.
Yep.
Stock colors, man. Good work.
Hey guys, where are we today? We're on what trail? Hell's Revenge.
John Bull.
The days kind of blend together. We've been out here for a few days. We're having a great time. The vendor run. We've got a bunch of vendors out here. We're having a fantastic time mucking around. We get to play, figure out what lines people want to take, and do kind of whatever you want to do on this type of a run. You know, it's just a cool, easy run for, you know, as vendors for us to like let our hair down and muck around when we want to muck around. So it's great. We're having a good time. The weather is fantastic. We're in t-shirts. The past few days are crazy hot. Today is about 68 degrees, which is perfect because we've got pretty sunburn over the past couple of days.
Cloud cover's nice today.
It is, man. It's great.
It is too. But no, this trail's awesome. It's got a bit of everything, I think.
You having fun on it?
I'm having fun. I just did Hell's Gate for the first time. Did it twice. Spotted Adan and Cam up there, so I think they're pretty stoked they get to do such a nostalgic part of this trail, which is pretty dang cool.
There we go. And cool. We got Captain Crunch here. Come over here, Captain.
So, you enjoying it?
Yeah, having a great time. First time on this trail. It's been good. Yeah, capable rigs.
And how's Juice doing for you?
He's doing great, walking everything.
Man, you must have a nice boss who lets you drive his rig like that.
He's a great boss.
Yep. So yeah, we're gonna keep going here. It looks like the line is moving all along. Alright, so we're here at Escalator on Hell's Revenge. It's a fun little obstacle to play on. It's kind of a strange thing, but the Gladiators really seem to walk up this. Longer wheelbases seem to do very well here. Shorter wheelbases seem to have a much harder time. So yeah, have a look-see. Somebody's going through right now. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Little driver.
Ooh, stop. Stop. Turn that shit off. Turn that shit off now.
Switch off.
Maybe we should just get a vehicle up here and winch them out.
Maybe. All right, so that's a wrap for Hell's Revenge Trail. Man, it was a great time though. We had such a good time. Revolution put on the run, and it was really good. Got to play all over, do whatever we wanted to do, get to stop and take photos. Got to do a few laps on Hell's Gate, stuff like that. A bunch of people want to go a bunch of times on that obstacle and have a bit of fun. So yeah, but great time. The weather is held out. It's supposed to rain possibly tomorrow. It's showing 85% chance of rain. So today it's nice. It's overcast. And you know, we're out here in t-shirts. It's cool. Enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Tom with Rebel Off-Road here, and we are out here at EJS 2026 with 60th anniversary, revealing something pretty cool. We've partnered up with 511 on this one, and we built them Gladiator. It is running all of the Rebel off-road fruit that you could imagine, from fenders, bumpers, our canopy system, everything like that. And we are about to reveal this to the 511 CEO, Troy, who has just arrived. So I'm gonna cut the video pretty short here, and then you will see the big reveal. So let's go and do it.